Yeah, and then
That's the
that's
symbol?
yeah.
Nice. It's 4 times the Nazis.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Not
Yeah.
one, not two. What would you pay for these Nazis? $9.99? No, lower. Anyway, sorry, I'm interrupting you briefing. Go ahead.
And then yeah, so basically they threw a bunch of like gas bombs towards the embassy building. Obviously, they didn't want to destroy the building because they wanted to go in and grab whatever it is they were looking for. They didn't care at all what happened to the people outside. A few, yeah.
Give me a evidence analysis roll and a memory roll. If you make more, or if you make them both, I'll give you an extra piece of information that you've just now thought of.
Maybe
Evidence is good.
evidence, maybe memory.
Nice.
Freaky. Okay, the two items were somewhat near the door in different cases, but even after those were found, the other cases were still all searched. This is leading you to believe that they may not have found what they were looking for.
Oh,
But they took stuff of interest.
Right. So basically, clones with high tech attacked the Australian embassy in Wild Wild West.
Yep.
Okay.
Then the agents showed up. They fought a bunch of them. We managed to.
Oh no.
We
Of course, the
managed
agent showed up.
when the agents showed up. The like the first round of agents got slaughtered basically, and after a few more of them showed up, the aliens basically had already left in their ship, and they flew away. We managed to convince the agents not to look too hard in the embassy, so all the stuff we had stored away is safely still in the vault.
So you actually talked to the agents.
I was going to say, how did you do that?
Joshua literally just talked to them. They were dressed as sheriffs of the 1860s or whatever time period we're in, and they had badges and everything.
So they weren't Men in Black.
They were, but just of a different zone.
Right, and they appeared in like 2, 4, 8, 16.
Yeah, they
Powers
appeared
of two.
they appeared appropriate to the zone that we were in.
Yeah, I just want to know. I'm trying to determine if it's really the same people. Did they appear? You said the first wave of agents got slaughtered, so it was a 2, 4,
and
6, 8,
another one.
2, 4, 8. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I still find that.
Then
I still find that quite shocking, though.
Yeah, I'm really surprised you're able to talk to them.
Well, not just talk to them.
no, Joshua just said what happened, and they were like, interesting.
Talking to them is one thing. Them listening and doing as Joshua asked is something completely different.
Well, he basically allowed them to search the embassy, but they did so in a way that they didn't search too hard.
Okay.
Managed to
still,
bamboozle them a bit.
I don't understand, considering what we think they are and what they do, why they would just not say, no, sorry, we've been called here, we're doing a full reset like we always do.
I don't know. Josh was very persuasive. But yeah, he talked to them and they were very reasonable, actually. They just seemed there to be investigating what happened. Cool. Then what happened, the next day after we rested and recovered from our various injuries, we tracked down. So the agents went after the ship. We tracked the agents who were on horseback. We tracked them to a nearby forest, and we had a look around, and up in the sky, we found a gate, which we believe is where the ship came from and flew back to.
Okay.
But we did not go through it.
Now you said there were clones. Were they human clones?
Yeah.
Okay. With the blue camouflage.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear about the guy we found in Melwicks?
Joshua, you posted that on the board.
Okay, cool.
I know everything about that.
Mm.
But if you have any extra info, please.
I've
Kinley
got
probably,
quite a detail of what he had on him.
yeah, tell Kinley, because I know he doesn't read the board.
Oh no, actually, I have been reading them lately, so I know about the guy with the arrow.
Kinley can read the boards?
No, I get other people to read it for me, and then they tell me.
Okay, cool. And then you can look at it. All right, good.
It shows a guy really terrified reading something with a Kinley and Kinley's like crushing iron into a ball.
Right. So,
does anybody want a D6 damage?
No.
Kinley looks at his thing like he needs more damage. Yes, maybe.
Let me look at my cards. Hold on.
Somebody I want them to definitely know, and I want their parents to suffer as well, wherever they are in the world.
Actually, I have another, so yes, I'll take it if no one else wants it.
Okay. There you go, Matt.
Cheers. I'll just throw another, yeah. Cool.
I've got a full retrieve, so if there's anything we want to pull up, I'm going to refresh my Roll20, so I'll disappear for a second. Okay, here we go. Because I still can't see Freddy's cards.
Why?
I don't know. I couldn't see your cards. Yeah, now I can see them. I would click on the card button, and they wouldn't show up.
I can't see anyone's cards but my own.
Don't click. Well, click on the 4 above our heads, man.
Can you cancel my stealing? I hit that by mistake.
I did.
It still says, oh, here, let me refresh. So.
Yeah, okay.
You guys still driving down the highway until you are done talking to each other, because it's convenient for Freddy. This way he can be indoors like the rest of the people and, hang out and shit, as opposed to something else.
Well, Freddy, you are probably by far at the moment the most travelled of us three. What's your latest intel on Amber stuff? I'm a bit concerned that stuff on that front's been a bit quiet of late. I know obviously the stuff happened with the...
Well, honestly, you should probably ask Rock, because the only recently Amber-related thing that happened was the spy thing.
Yeah, the spy thing was Amber-related.
Okay. Were either of you there when the thing happened with the halfway saloon and the pattern moving to?
I was there.
There was a piece of cloth that we found, which for some reason didn't get into my notes. Joshua may have noted it, but it was the sigil or the heraldry of one of the Amberites. So we're thinking one of the Amberites is behind it. Was it behind the assassination attempt or the successful assassination?
Yeah.
There was also an arrow with two black. The fletching was 2 black feathers and 1 red feather. We have no idea if that means anything. But the other one I think was red and orange.
We did actually. We did find out that the arrow is a pattern infused artifact.
Yeah, I did an analyze pattern on it.
Oh, okay. Great.
Rock, up ahead on the road, you see what looks to be a young Sleestack hitchhiking.
No, slide.
The guy grabs his case and starts running toward the car.
I drive off as fast as I can.
Wow.
He stops and drops his case like, ride.
I spin I burn rubber and everything,
Give me a drive roll to make it really impressive.
What a dick move.
All right.
Right on the money.
Yep. The guy's like, ah. He goes back to hitchhiking.
Not falling for your bullshit today.
You know, he was probably just a hitchhiker.
No.
Freddie is a little paranoid, you're thinking.
Yeah, it's completely paranoid. Okay.
He is the most paranoid of all the players. It's like, oh, a dog's running toward me. I hit the wall and begin climbing. Okay, no time for games.
Does he have a cowardice insanity now?
He's always had it. He's Woody Allen out of the old movie. Yeah.
Okay.
I always imagine Woody Allen as his character.
Yeah.
So yeah, was it red and orange? Can I make a memory roll on that, Logan?
It's on the board.
It's on the board.
Okay, yeah. I still just want to make a memory roll.
Don't worry, you'll be able to remember something even better soon.
So we presume that these are colours of one of the princes, right?
Yes.
Possibly.
I can't remember which one. It's on the boards. I'm just going to look on the boards now.
There you go.
The cloth you found,
I think,
was Blaze's colours.
Yeah. I was going to say Blaze or...
Blaze, yeah, that was it.
Blaze or Random, I believe, was both had roughly that kind of colours, the orangey.
Yeah, Blaze is red and orange. I don't know Random.
I believe he's very similar.
Yeah, but the other thing, because you asked about amber-related stuff, we believe the unicorn's eye is still in the unicorn, as in the unicorn still has both of its eyes. And the visions that I've been seeing were basically quote-unquote prophecies of what needs to be done.
We also suspected that the eye was able to, like the jewel of judgment is able to create pattern, that maybe it was able to create logos.
Yep. Yeah, so that's what we found, and yeah, it's pretty much, I mean...
Kinley know what needs to be done? As regards to the unicorn's eye?
Oh, yeah, we need to pull it out.
All right, we stop off at a hardware store.
No,
we stop at a kitchen supply store and get a melon baller.
Right. One melon baller later.
I'm not ready yet.
Mark off one stack dollar. You have a melon baller.
Of course.
You can make a note of that. It'll be handy.
Okay, I will attempt to kill people with a melon baller. Equipment. One melon baller.
You want to buy one for Alex?
I know. I mean, well, maybe theory is the wrong word. I've got some ideas, but the problem is, I think we're missing too much information right now.
Well, go on, spitball.
Well, you know, there is obviously there's an underlying tone to everything we've done from the moment we got here that has had these things in it, or part of it. So the references, the whole thing from the very beginning when we had the whole thing with Zog, there was still the references to the serpent and the eye and things like that. Obviously, we got some people at play that are in the shadows that we don't know who they are. That doesn't help. But obviously, we've got a unicorn, which we believe is either a representation or an avatar of Pattern. We've got the serpent, which we believe is the same, but with Logris. And it seems like at the moment the serpent is missing possibly one of its eyes.
Okay.
Which is what we believe is the gem, right?
Yep.
Jewel of Judgment, yeah.
Which has basically powers to create and destroy. So I think we need to try and track down A, where it is, and then B, who else probably wants to get it and for what reason.
What, the serpent's eye?
Yeah.
Yeah, Random has it.
Okay. That was a bit of information I was missing.
Yep. On a side note with the Zog, where's the sword that you got from Brown?
Doc has it.
Doc has it now?
Yeah.
I had some theories that maybe what did the inscription say? Did it say this to kill Zog with it, or that this would help defeat Zog?
I can tell you exactly what it said. Hold on.
So what happens if we replace the serpent's eye?
Replace as in...
No idea, but it's kind of weird because a serpent would be more in line with the chaos, and the unicorn would be more in line with the pattern.
And the other thing as well is, like, are we actually thinking that the unicorn and the unicorn and the serpent could just be like metaphors or similes? They're not. They might not be a physical being that we can take that. You know, it could be. It's legend, right? I mean, as far as we know, these are all legends that might have some truth to them, but how true are they compared to what we know? Do you get me?
I blah that to them.
Zach's sword prophecy written in ancient Hyperborean doesn't say what it actually is. It just says there's a prophecy.
But, well, did I not copy the whole thing?
And the prophecy says ... Maybe the eyes represent.
I'm going to keep doing this until you copy paste it. ...
I blame
This isn't too
Joshua.
distracting.
I blame Joshua. That's all he told me.
God damn it. Could have run out of oxygen here.
That's what we're waiting for.
Yep. Yeah, I'll turn blue for real.
So you guys are continuing driving down the highway looking for adventure.
Also,
we should get paid too.
Well, can you stop off at a given location? I need to check some messages.
Sure.
I want to check my messages for the house, Logan, if there's anything.
Oh yes, they found several different homes and stuff, and would like a call back.
Okay, I'll call him back.
Great. If you'd like to make an appointment next Thursday, he could show you several of the different homes and stuff.
Okay.
Great.
How many days away is that from now?
Pardon?
No, I'm asking you, Logan.
You don't know what day it is now.
Look at the calendar.
You don't have a calendar. You're
No, we went to the message thing to call the dude.
You went to the message. You don't even know where the message thing is. It's just a phone number that you pay money to.
Oh, okay. Wow.
And then they tell you their messages.
Okay.
You don't have to go to a physical place to talk to your answering service. Nobody does.
So find the newspaper, find out what day it is.
All right. It just shows you like drop the phone and wander off, and you're hello. Then the line goes dead. You get the newspaper. Thursday being 5 days. Cool.
Okay.
Then you go back, and he's gone. It only took you like 20 minutes to go find the newspaper and buy it and come back. You don't know why you wouldn't stay on the line.
I already told them I'd do it. I call them back to confirm. I'll see.
All right. Yes.
Okay.
Could you call 1 day before to confirm as well? He asks wisely.
If I'm in town, sure.
If you're not, telegraph would be great, he says.
All right. Bye.
Hangs up. And that's the last he ever hears of you.
Now, just before Freddy gets back to the car, I peel out.
Here goes the car, Freddy. You see Rock, he's just taking off. And, it looks like
About 10 minutes later, I make a U-turn and come back for him. No. Just a normal.
Extra hubcaps flying off and stuff. Right. Hey, he comes back.
The fuck?
Hey.
Very funny.
All
He
right.
apparently likes smoke and lightning, heavy metal thunder, racing with the wind. So.
Alright, I need to come back in 4 days, so.
Okay, remember that.
4 days. So, back to the plotting and scheming.
I just want to go back to the detective agency and get paid.
Sure.
If you don't mind, then we can plot and scheme all we like.
Okay. Sure.
Got to the detective agency. You guys each pick up your $50 for the 1 day of work. You have no receipts that I'm aware of.
Nope.
He's happy you got it resolved so quickly. So, was it an outbreak of werewolves? He says.
Nope.
He looks back and forth between the yes and the no and goes, all right.
You literally spoke to the sheriff.
Yes, well, I just wanted to double check with you. I didn't know if you held back some information from him.
No.
Also, I've got 2 extra questions. First off, is it possible that you not do whatever it is you do, because it really makes detective agency look bad if you are anally probing everything?
It's part of the job, sir.
I've worked this job for 27 years, and I've never, ever anally probed anything.
And this is why I make your job better.
I want a fast dog roll at half as he just glares at you.
His skill's just gone up.
Oh, God.
It's literally my highest skill right now.
That's horrifying. Don't worry.
Yeah, they are.
He goes, and then he turns to Rock and goes, and why are you blue?
I am?
Oh.
He just does that for a while, shakes his head.
Yeah, Smurf if I know.
All right, he says. Good work. Thanks for coming in. He looks at the camera like, the fuck?
Those boys, they get jobs done, but goddamn, they're weird.
He figures it's a human thing.
All right, let's find a discrete location and go back to planning.
Yeah.
Would you like to do it in this zone, or would you like to head back to the embassy zone, or where would you like to be to do your planning?
I'll just come back to the embassy.
Cut to you guys go back to the embassy. Where does your Trump take you to, Freddie?
Mine is nearby the embassy.
Right. You don't arrive in the embassy for some odd reason. You're like outside of it. You guys are heading to the embassy. Everybody roll a spot hidden roll. If you fumble, it's funny. If you don't, you're fine.
Oh, close.
No fumbles? Right. You guys all avoid the giant obvious hole in the ground and walk around it. You're not sure. It's inside the embassy grounds. It's a big hole being dug. It looks like it's being dug by hand, but nobody's in it now, and you're not sure why.
This is Colburn's hole. Don't touch.
Huh?
Colburn's hole?
Yeah.
Okay.
Digging a trench or something.
He's left the tools and stuff here to rest quietly, and in the
So foxhole he's digging? He's digging a foxhole? Is that what you're saying?
It's maybe like 4 or 5, 6 foxholes big.
Okay.
Looks like somebody's been at it for quite some time. The dirt's just carelessly tossed around it. You're not sure why somebody wanted a hole. And
if you wanted a hole, you could have just come to me.
Oh, let me introduce you to our new friends. Henry, don't get any ideas.
What?
Just don't. Alright,
I
go and
promised
introduce them.
nothing.
I'm going to introduce them to the cinder pools.
I believe they're inside the embassy, which is
I
almost
thought we
like
left them outside.
no, they're being cared for. He rolls his eyes really hard when he gets up to the building and looks at it, rolls his eyes.
Oh, well, I'm not allowed in there, but if you ever go in, there are 2 adorable little cinder pools being cared for, sucking on a giant Chris.
Giant Chris?
Yes.
It shows Chris Casey. Whoa, yeah, baby.
Why am I not surprised?
Okay.
And what is a cinder pool?
It's a magic suck, adorable little creature.
Singapore.
Singapore, P-A-W.
Singapore. Okay.
No.
What?
Bad. No.
Would you like to get somebody to go get them, perhaps?
No. I just wanted to let them know. So if they're ever in there and be like, ooh, what's this? Well, now they know what it is.
Small magical creatures are a weak point for Alex.
We're nurturing them until they become old enough to care for themselves.
Give them alcohol. It'll help.
They only eat magical stuff.
Give them magical alcohol.
But yeah, okay.
Those 2 words begin swirling around Kinley's brain.
Magical alcohol.
Okay, rags to riches. Everybody discards not a cards and draws possibly better cards to replace them.
Oh, I just got rid of mine.
Yes.
Oh, well.
So now it looks like they've rebuilt the bomb shelter. It looks even cruder than before, but you also get to see somebody has, it looks like a dog house that has the name Freddy above the door. And it looks as though it could fit a human who's laying down in it, and somebody's put a food and water bowl outside of it.
Oh, yummy. I'll go eat.
Everybody just keeps getting weirder and weirder. Just roll with it, I know.
I'm just glad I'm not the weird one anymore.
No, you're normal now. You're watching him. Are you eating like a dog, by the way?
Oh no, I'll pick up the bowl.
All right.
Not a complete animal.
Dog food. Dog food.
Okay, let's go back to plotting and scheming, guys.
All right. Yeah. So.
How are we going to do this if we can't go inside?
Well, we don't need to go inside.
Here's a question. Have you tried apologizing?
Yeah, it didn't work. But it literally doesn't want to even talk to me.
To Ellen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you spoken to McKay about this?
I mean, apparently the burn was so bad it's not even gone away.
You burned Ellen.
I didn't mean to.
Oh, I heard about this. Yeah, that's a chemical burn, right.
No. I gave him Colburn's magical anti-elf axe to put into storage.
It was we were talking about that. I said it's a chemical burn. Don't panic.
Right.
Because Fight Club. Anyway.
Oh, I see. Everyone's a comedian these days.
Yep.
Right.
Pretty much. Yeah, so let's plot by the doghouse.
You guys hang out around. Hey, on the side of the doghouse near the roof are latches that could be unlatched so that you can open up the roof and look inside if you wanted to.
Right. Freddie, just stay out here for a minute, okay? I go in.
Okay.
All right. Yes. The guards. What are you doing, Rock?
I'll stay here with Freddie.
Okay. Yeah, the guards greet you. Hello, Mr. You're not Joshua McKay.
No.
Hello, Mr. Not McKay.
Yes. Thank you. Come again. I go inside.
Great. Where do you go to?
I go and try and find Arwen.
Right. You find Elwyn. He is
Elwyn
wearing
Barwin.
just like a young Michael Jackson. He is wearing just one glove. Unfortunately, it's a black glove, so it reminds you more of Luke Skywalker. And he's wearing one black glove, and he's writing with the same hand because it's his predominant hand. And he's like, and he looks up, he goes, Kinley. He kind of puts his gloved hand under the table as though he's a bit self-conscious of it.
I put my hand out to shake his hand.
Careful, please. It's rather painful.
I attempt to heal him.
Right. Let's see. The willpower roll in this zone for you non-adult types is currently
×3.
I always like to check it because you can't assume it's going to be the same.
I'm not letting his hand go until I get the spell off. Needless to say.
Yes, they are correct, though. It is ×3.
Right. There you go. Regeneration of hit points other.
Cool. He looks very impressed, and he goes, he takes off the glove, and you can see his hand mending up and such, and he goes, you're one of the good ones.
Yeah, now can you forgive Freddy so he can come back in so we can talk inside rather than talking outside in the courtyard?
No, but I can do the next best thing. Please, come this way.
Okay.
He sets you up in a nice room that has, he says, how many people are there total?
3 at the moment.
Very good. There's 2 seats, a table, a window, and he has another seat and small table brought just outside of the window. And he goes, there you go.
It's better than
Some
nothing.
food and extra alcohol brought in. Anything else
Excellent.
you need, Kinley, you let me know.
Gotcha.
Do you think that's long enough, Freddie?
Oh, I've done that plenty of times.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to Trump contact Alex Kinley.
Ooh. Right. Kinley, there's some contact. You don't know who it is. It could be anybody. The GM could have a bad guy calling at the same time as him. You just don't know right now. So your only question is, do you want to pick up the phone and possibly subject yourself to whatever mind fuck? No. Okay. There's no answer.
No.
I tried. We can trump you in. You want me to go check it out and like tell them that's what we're doing?
What? No, I'll just
head on back outside.
I'll just sit by the window.
Apparently, if you try to Trump contact him, he walks out of the embassy. So, yeah, one
Freddie,
thing equals another.
Please come this way.
Okay.
I lead him round where the table is.
Oh, my window. Thank you.
We will be back in a minute. Smurf,
Right, cut to. You gather up the rock, and both of you guys are now sitting inside in comfort. Freddie's outside with lesser comfort, and you're able to now talk through the open window, which, has, there you go. Oh, this window, for some reason, has bars on it. You're pretty sure Alex Kinley could rip through them, but anybody else trying to, say, jump through the window or something like that, it would be just painful. The glass looks new in this particular window for some reason. It's still got some of the sticker type stuff on it, you know?
Right. So I take it you're barred from the embassy?
Just the main building.
Okay.
Don't worry. I'll be fine.
He's got his own place now. He doesn't have to sleep with a lot of other people.
Yeah.
That's quite funny, Logan. Good job. Well done. Give yourself a card.
Woo!
Oh wait, no, that would give an NPC a card. Fuck that. Anyway. All right, so back to plotting and scheming.
Yes.
Henry,
Yes.
can you heal my boo-boo?
Heal your boo-boo.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
What
that
boo-boo?
dog kind of bit me real hard, and I feel
yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
I was gonna say your throat was almost torn out, wasn't it?
I've had worse.
Kind of
Nobody
forgot about
tried to first aid you because they just didn't care.
Well, he did kind of bring it upon himself by breaking into and anally intruding a rabid dog man.
I was trying to save his life.
Alright. Here we go.
Yay! Thank
You got
you.
really good at that spell.
I use it all the time.
You gain back
All
6 hit points
the
eventually.
time.
Yes, TJ's been working on trying to get his healing tree up, but he doesn't practice it a lot.
I'm lucky I'm always with people that constantly need healing.
You now have relative peace and comfort.
Yeah.
It shows Foxy bringing you guys in on the inside some nice food and stuff, and then Freddy's sitting there going, "I wonder where my food is."
I'll get ready to catch it.
Line it up.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Ready? I stand up.
Fire!
I,
Yeah, catch roll as they are catapulting food in your direction.
Wow.
what's this?
Oh my god.
He really does not like Freddy.
No.
No!
Freddy's laying there covered in globs of food and shit.
They actually went out and got a catapult for that. I'm touched.
Mm-hmm. They weren't
Don't
allowed
worry,
to
you
get.
two. Just continue with your planning. I'll be with you in a minute.
Okay. So,
Not the first time he's been catapulted, you're thinking.
So yeah, we suspect it's the Amberite Blaze. I think that's where we left off.
yeah, I was also wanting to. Do we have any idea what Random plans to do with the Serpent's Eye? Do we have
Apparently,
any idea?
he'd always had it. But then
Always
he,
had it.
quote unquote, lost it. Then we, quote unquote, found it and, quote unquote, returned it to him.
Oh no,
Ah,
I do remember someone reading me that post you put up, and it was an interesting theory. I'm still, yeah. Well, I mean, if you had an item that was that powerful, is he just keeping it for safekeeping, or does he have motives?
ulterior motives. Yeah, good point.
Freddy apparently didn't actually wander off. He just said he'd be right back, and then he stood there or sat down.
Well, I'm just picking up the food as they're talking.
I see.
Just eating off of himself.
Pretty much, yeah. As you're picking up the food and whatnot, you find it looks like a scrap of paper, Freddy, and it has a strange symbol upon it.
I burn it immediately.
All right.
Now, I understand as well we can't currently go back to Amber. We've got like basically kind of a kill on site type thing. Is that right?
Well, we don't really know.
Where did that all come
There
about? Who found out we were having issues with if we went to Amber?
Well, so we had put down, so we were discussing what we were going to do, and I put down the trump of random on the table so we can get ready to try and contact him. Then a kid came in, grabbed the trump, tore it in half, and basically told us, don't contact the Amberites or they'll kill you.
As you say that, Freddy, give me a spot hidden roll.
interesting because I still have a Trump of random.
Yeah, and we've totally fucked up the balance. That may be what they're upset about.
There's a kid over there. He's just like playing with a stick and hoop going by. He's over there, Freddie. You can see him from where you're at.
Is it doing anything weird?
Yes, he has a some sort of metal hoop that he's hitting with a stick that makes the hoop go forward. This strikes you as unnatural.
It's just a stupid game. I don't care.
Yes, but he should be bent over a cell phone or something like that and ignoring everything
It's
as opposed
this kid. There's a cell phone.
Oh,
Okay.
it shows like turned to ignore the kid. Did he flip me off? No,
So if we're quite finished with that, I do have some. If we have a way to get to Gothic San Angeles, I do have some business there. I have to get Hercule out of a safe deposit box, and I want to examine him for pattern.
Gothic. Right, not Gotham.
I said Gothic.
Okay.
Gothic San Angeles. Yeah.
I said that. Wow.
Yeah, sure, I can take you there.
Okay.
Okay.
Any other things we want to talk about?
I'm a millionaire, kind of. Well, Dana is, but technically I am too.
That money quickly went into you.
We have to complete
These Amber Powers, Logan, I don't have a spell point cost on them. Are they once per day?
Most of them. Yeah.
Any particular item, if I fail my analyze, I have to wait till the next day and then analyze? Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
What?
Do we think that they're talking about the original prophecy? And it hasn't been fulfilled yet?
Who's talking about it?
As in what the kid said. Ripped up what Freddie just put up in the thing.
Could you read it out loud to the studio audience who's wondering what Freddie just put up?
A kid, possibly mind-controlled by Justice Swift, came in and tore up the Trump of King Random that I had. This is from Freddie. He said that we must fulfill the prophecy and that if we contact the older Amberites, they'll kill us. Okay, interesting. Two things there. The older Amberites, so the younger ones are fine.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just wondering if they mean the prophecy that they were referring to the old prophecy, which was the ones that we saw in that temple with the goblins.
What prophecy is that?
I'm not familiar with that either.
It's the whole. Again, it's going back to the whole. The three generals of Zog, and then me. Well, so there's different ones. There was initially the prophecy of me killing Zog with the sword, but then there's like other prophecies that had different outcasts, like the outcomes. So the ones in the Goblin Temple, I believed, actually showed one of the generals killing me and taking the sword or something, or breaking the sword in half. Wow.
Freddie goes, huh? And you see a bird shit in his eye. And he goes, ah!
Oh, God damn it.
Oh, man, Elohim must have catapulted that there.
It's quite amazing when Logan says you've got the peace and quiet to chat in, and this is what happens.
Yep. He's attempting to Harrison Berger on us.
Well, no, Freddie was in a good position to maybe notice something, but instead he got shit on. Sorry.
Okay, so I'm not familiar with the prophecy from the temple. Can you describe that?
It was a long time ago. I can't remember exact. I'm sure Pete will probably have better notes because he does take notes and I don't. I'm a memory guy, and my memory's not great. But It's not bad. So yeah, it was basically we saw something with like pictograms on some old temple wall, this knocked down temple, and it was showing the three generals of Zog, and I believe one of the generals was either breaking the sword or killing me or something. I can't remember. But it was like part of one of many prophecies. There's been different prophecies in different places, and they all kind of have slightly different outcomes. Like I'm pretty sure that there was one where it showed Zog and the Doc standing by this pod, going like, ah, but that was when the Doc released Zog, basically. So we found an old prophecy of that happening. So there's all these different things that happen, but as far as prophecies go, it always seems to be revolving around us and Zog and his generals.
Do any of the prophecies conflict with each other? Or have they basically come true? Or are they predicting different things? Because,
like most predictions, they're open-ended. So I think it's kind of like, yeah. Well,
right, because I think that we have a prophecy of you killing Zog with the sword, too. So
yeah, and there was another one of me being killed by a general or the sword being shattered by the general, but that doesn't mean that there was not multiple swords or the sword could have been fixed.
Right, these are not fixed events, though.
I said there's another prophecy of me tearing out the unicorn's eye out but my eyes. Kidding me.
Okay.
Of
I
course,
saw that in a vision.
You're talking about your prophecy. So, okay, so to restore balance, they're saying we have to take the unicorn's eye to balance the fact the serpent has one eye, rather than just taking the serpent's one eye and giving it back, so balance is restored that way. Wouldn't that be more logical?
Freddie, are you okay?
I'll be fine. Just give me a minute. I moved like to a location where there's not like any people, like maybe behind the wall or something, and I try.
The only people who can see you from here are those two guys. The kid even.
Okay, then I try and cross. Well.
Waka waka waka, says Freddy. You guys look at him as he's getting ready to cast a spell and notice one of his eyes seems covered in bird shit, and he only has the one eye right now, and it's almost like woo.
The prophecy.
Oh, I like my eye.
Better.
The eyes have it.
This causes you more pain, Freddy.
Wow.
But yeah, basically, I'm not ready yet to walk or create a long rest. I need to work on my shape-shifting, so it's kind of on the back burner for me right now.
Yeah. Are you sure that that's how we go around doing this?
Oh no, I have another theory, and that's fuck these guys. Go and destroy the pattern that's in the village and see what happens then.
Don't think destroying patterns is a really great idea. They're normally there for a reason. However, I would say just as taking the unicorn's eye away to balance out one eye in each pattern and logos, I also don't see the difference of. Now, I'm sure they don't want this to happen, but ultimately, I think taking the serpent's eye back and giving that back to the serpent should just as the same balance it out, if not better. In fact, it would be restoring things to their
natural order,
natural state of things.
Everybody, give me pattern lore rolls.
Shit, me.
Pattern lore or shadow lore?
Shadow lore or pattern lore?
Shadow lore, sorry.
Fuck.
I fumbled shadow lore.
You believe that the only way to do it would be sacrificing Freddy on the unicorn's horn. Just ram it right up his old chocolate whizway and let a unicorn gallop around with Freddy precariously. And Freddy agrees. This is the right way to do it. And
okay, blah, 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 blah. That's a great idea, isn't it?
Can I trade one of you? Can I
wouldn't
trade
hurt.
one of your support a reroll? I do not want to believe this.
Kinley's like,
No, you fumbled. You get to deal with that.
No, I want to play my support a reroll.
Do you want to just... Yeah, but who's got the better chance of getting this? We could...
Oh, you do.
That brings up a good point. Although
I just don't want to fumble it.
If you want to use it on... Well, yeah, I will correct what you were thinking if I got it right.
Okay.
yeah,
So also,
she's like,
yeah, take
that's
this.
the way to
You've got
do
the
it.
best shadow lore, so go for it.
I was going to... Oh, okay, I've got +5, but I'll use +10 instead.
Hang on, I can trade you a skill +10 also.
I've got a skill 10 already.
You can still only use one of the skill pluses per roll.
I know. I'm throwing the 5. I'm throwing the 5.
Yeah.
I've got too many cards, and then I'm using the skill 10 on this roll. On the reroll.
Oh, okay. You threw away the 5, got it.
30,
47 or less, go team!
I gotta find the fucking skill again. God.
You were 37.
40, what did I need?
47 or less.
Fuck it, reverse dice.
Oh my god. 1 reverse dice of 2 used up for the adventure. It shows like flowers and stuff all around Kinley. It shows like a kid behind flowers and the petals are going. Right. You believe, based on things you've heard and stuff like that, and apparently quite detailed knowledge, that everything it was created when the serpent's eye was stolen, according to lore and history. Serpent's eye got stolen possibly by Dworkin, brought to Amber, made pattern. If the lore is, if you put the serpent's eye back in the serpent, that unmakes creation.
Right. Okay, sure.
So that would be a spectacular. And now it gets worse because the serpent wants his fucking eye back.
Oh yeah.
And that would be bad.
Yeah, just imagine a Twinkie the size of a Cadillac. One big Twinkie.
Okay, so fuck that.
Just thought I'd throw that out there as by the way. So on the other hand, extending off of that with the unicorn's eye.
Freddie, just a quick question. Sorry, this is not to do with the game so much. It's to do with the character sheet. I know, obviously, we've got the writing skill down on the left-hand side and the languages in the middle. That space on the right, could we have a separate section, say, for just like laws? Because I'm getting a lot.
You can use it for whatever you want.
Okay, so we just use it. I can.
It's your. You put whatever you want in it.
Oh, I get you. Yeah. Okay, I thought we could have an official, but no. I think you're a good idea. I'm just
put whatever you want in
all
it.
my laws over there because I have trouble finding them sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay. So extending from returning the serpent's eye would destroy all creation. Taking out the unicorn's eye would
balance things.
But then we'd make enemies of every single Amberite.
I think we already have.
We haven't done anything yet.
Maybe they think the prophecy is that we do this.
Maybe. I know that would. I have a very strong feeling that we're being manipulated into doing this. Very strong feeling. Either Ghost Wheel or someone is behind all of this.
Okay. I like your paranoia.
He has it in spades. He has extra paranoia. If paranoia was a skill, it'd be like Alex Kinley's strength. The camera closes in on the melon baller slowly.
Do you want this melon baller since you're the one who's supposed to remove the unicorn's eye?
Oh no, I have a literal eye gouging knife.
I think the melon baller's better.
I found this on my person mysteriously.
Ah,
It shows the RPCs reverse pickpocketing all kinds of stuff into it.
do you
How about
hold it
the-
out? Are you holding it out when you say that?
Yeah, if you want to have a look at it.
I'm going to try detect power pattern, or has it already been done?
I've not detected. Well,
Nope.
when I detected pattern, Logan never said anything. So,
Yeah, and this analyze stuff, I have to succeed at sense power pattern first, right? Logan?
Mhm.
Yeah.
mm,
I
or you
figured
have
that
to
was the
know-
way it worked, but I figured I'd better ask. If I can just blindly try and analyze pattern.
Or if you know it's pattern, then
Yeah, if you know it's pattern, then you can try it. But
I don't know that yet. Yeah. Somebody should analyze that.
alright, let me try, but I'm pretty sure it's not.
I don't know. It's a good, but it would give us an idea of who maybe gave it to you.
Probably Justice. That little dick.
Mhm.
So you're thinking that's what the guy in your eye is?
I have no idea what's in my eye. I've been having these dreams of like Margot tools and jars with my brain in a jar and visions and shit. So someone or something put something in my head.
Okay. Not par for the course.
Well, you've seen the
No, I
thing in my head.
haven't. I have stalwartly refused. Joshua saw it. He told me about it, but I'm not checking that out.
Okay, fine.
Although I did tell you might want to wear an eye patch.
It's in both my eyes.
It's in both your eyes now. Well, you may want to wear blind man's glasses and get really good at get a stick and get really good at doing things blindly.
But yeah, I have no idea what's in my head.
Hey, it's a legitimate RP way to get blind fighting. You should consider it.
I mean, I went so far as to have my eye surgically removed, and there was nothing in it.
There was nothing in the eye.
Nope.
And you have a replacement eye that you have there?
Oh no, I just reset when I came back.
Oh, okay. So is it still in there? The
Yep,
little
still in
man? Okay.
Yep.
Not
Just
looking
chilling.
for it. Yep.
Yep. But
So,
yeah,
so it's been written
also-
into your residual self-image.
Pretty much, yeah. Also, we completely different side note, but the missing mages that from the Memoland, we found them. They're being held by the dwarves in the mountain if you ever want to go and rescue them. But it's going to be quite difficult.
Yeah.
Just thought I'd mention it. So you know.
What was missing in the Dwarves Mountain?
The mages, so you know the doors that used to live in Land?
Oh, the guy who fucked up the whirlpool?
No, the doors who specialized in magic. They went in search of the source of magic, and then they disappeared. We found that they were captured by the Driders after they went berserk and started attacking them, and they were sold to the dwarves in the Snowshield clan.